Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining on time. My name is Rohit. This is the first session for German A1 complimentary sessions. Today's session will be from 7 p.m. to 8:35 p.m. The first session will be from around 7 p.m. to around 7:50, and the next one will be from 7:50 or 7:55 to 8:35 or 8:50 p.m. Please keep yourself muted. Thank you very much. You are looking at the agenda right now. We have five things to cover in today's two sessions. The first session is the first topic is quite known for all of you, so you may already know this from Duolingo that you learned already what German alphabets are, how many of them are there, and how to pronounce them. But you never know, you may be doing one or the other mistake, so it's always good to revise. Then we'll learn how which common greetings does exist in the German language when you meet someone for the first time. Even before you say some sentence or any question, first you have to greet them and they will greet you. So we'll look at some common greetings. I mean, there are different ways to greet, but we'll look at some common that are quite often used, at least in my social and professional circle. Then, of course, when you meet someone, you greet them and then you talk with them, you have a conversation. At the end, you take leave from them. When you take leave from them, you can just say bye. Germans know what bye means, but there are many ways to take leave from someone depending on with whom you are talking, when are you talking with them, and so on. All right. Then after that, we'll look at. So, what I'm trying to say with the fourth point is that you can learn all the grammar you want. You can actually mug up all the German dictionaries that you can find. But if your pronunciation is not correct, believe me, people will. I mean, I don't know about everyone, but at least like the people I know, they don't judge you, but they know, okay, this guy does not know how to pronounce this or that word. There is nothing wrong in it. I'm just saying, if you can, please try to focus on your pronunciation as well. And yes, of course, after that we'll learn some new German words. Any questions about the agenda? Okay, let us continue then. Disclaimer, guys. If I really have to teach you German, if anybody has to teach you German, I need, I mean, for example, I personally need 100 to 140 hours of FaceTime with you. Only then I can say, okay, I have been able to teach you everything that I wanted to teach you for A1 level. We don't have that much time because it's complimentary sessions. So I will be spending only 16 to 20 hours with you. In this time, I will not be able to teach you everything that I'm supposed to teach, but we'll try to see whatever we can. So if you're preparing for exam, do not depend entirely on these sessions. Please seek external help as well. Do all the exercises that you can find in your book. All right, this is the disclaimer. Also, I'm not a certified German teacher, so that you should know. Yeah, I just have C1 certificate. I did that in 2018, and I communicate in German on a regular basis. There are some guys in the call, they know that I can speak German. Not the best German that you can think of, but I'm better than the 80% of the idiots out there. Let us start. So, before we even talk about, like what all you can, like what, German alphabets and greetings and so on, let's try to just understand what exactly are you supposed to learn when you begin to learn a language, especially German language. German language, the first part that you are supposed to learn is grammar. Grammar is nothing but, like, you learn the syntax to frame a sentence, to frame a question. You learn the how to frame a sentence in past tense, future tense, and so on, right? This is what you learn a grammar. Then you learn the vocabulary. After you learn the grammar, you are supposed to learn the vocabulary, because grammar is useless if you grammar is like, they give you the structure, but you have to fill in the blanks, right? If you let's say, if I say subject, object, subject, verb, object, but for subject you need to know some noun, for verb you need to know some verb, for object you need to know some adjectives and some nouns, right? So you need to learn the vocabulary. Once you have grammar and once you have vocabulary, you are supposed to practice. I mean, if you don't practice, then I mean, I don't think grammar and vocabulary is just learning is a good use of your time. But what are you supposed to practice, right? Or before even we go there, what are you supposed to practice? How to practice, right? So there are four ways to practice a language. There is writing, there is reading, there is speaking, and there is listening. I think it's obvious, right? You know this. They also test you in the exam on these four. topics, right? They want you to write something, they want you to read something and understand, they want you to speak, and they want you to listen and comprehend what the other guy is saying in German. Let's ignore these numbers for now, 1, 2, 3, 4. What exactly are you supposed to read when you are reading? What exactly are you supposed to listen when you are reading, listening? And what exactly are you supposed to speak when you are trying to speak, right? I mean, what I, on what topic are you supposed to speak? And exactly what are you supposed to write if you practice writing? Let's focus on reading and listening. Before we go there, when I was learning German in 2018, the first thing I wanted to do on the very first day, I wanted to speak in German. I mean, this is what I hope, that I go to the German class, I'll spend 4 hours, and after the end of first day, I will be able to say something in German. I wanted to be very fluent. It was a stupid idea. So, before you even go on to speak or write, you are supposed to read and listen. Why? We'll talk about that. Now, exactly what are you supposed to read and what are you supposed to listen to? You can, watch YouTube videos. They'll tell you, read this, read that, read newspapers, read books, read novels, read Harry Potter, whatever you want to. But instead of, before you go on to do all those things, there is a course book and there is a Arbeitsbook, which the examination authority, Goethe or Telk, recommends. See if you can get those books, and you are supposed to do all the reading exercises from those books. Some professor, some guy who is much better than me, decided to think and write the exercises that are supposed to help you learn German. So please, before you do anything else, do all the reading exercises from those two books, Kurzbuch and Arbeitsbuch. The same thing applies to listening as well. Please do all the listening exercises. Before you go on to do listening exercises from Duolingo, or watch someone, like how they spend their day in German. It's fun to watch, but before you go on to do that, focus on the Kurzbuch and the Arbeitsbuch. If you are done with that, then move on to some other things. Now, exactly what, if you are done with Kurzbuch and Arbeitsbuch, if you did all the exercises, okay, all the exercises, if you still have some time, then what are you supposed to read? If you ask me, it depends on your profession. For example, if you are a data engineer, someone like me, and if you want to learn German, then you are supposed to, okay, not write, but you are supposed to read articles on data modeling and ETL pipelines, right? I mean, why should I read articles on global warming? Okay, I should be concerned about the global, but I'm not supposed to, that's not how I'm supposed to practice my German, right? If you are a recruiter, you are supposed to read, not write, read summaries of job descriptions in German, right? Because that's important to you. So whatever is relevant to your life, read that in German. The same applies to listening as well. If I'm a data engineer, before, let's say if I want to learn about data engineering, I should still watch videos in English or some language that I understand. But if I want to practice, I should watch basic data engineering videos like Data Modeling 101. That, because I already know what the video will be about, because I'm a fairly okay data engineer. I know what they are talking about. I'm just watching the video to learn the new words, the way how to talk, the same definition, uh, the same thing, right? The same thing applies to recruiting. I don't know if there is recruiting 101 in German, but there should be some videos, right? The recruiters need to watch, like something they need to learn. So watch something related to recruiting in German. All right. Any questions so far? Okay. Now, before let's go there. Yeah. Before, let's go here one more time. So you see the numbers over here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. As I said, like on my first day of German class, I wanted to speak. There is nothing wrong in wanting to speak. That's exactly what you do at the end of learning a German, right? You want to be able to speak, and you want to be able to write. Even, I mean, if you don't want to write, you want to speak, right? That's how you can show off. That's how you can tell someone that you can speak. Your German language is good enough. But before you go on to do that, that's not how it works. You first have to listen. I would have said reading goes first. I would have said reading and then listening. But I'm not sure, like if right now, because of Instagram and so on, you have the patience, you have the attention span so that you can read something, but you are listening all the time now. So go with listening, right? Watch, listen some podcast in German, radio, something that is of interest to you. Don't watch random documentaries in German if you don't like them. They you know they are fun to watch, but not fun to learn German. Once you after you have this listening practice, go on to read something, right? Read related stuff related to, I mean, do the reading exercises from the books, and then after you have done that, then you are supposed to write. you know after you listen, you know how the words sound, then you can read as well, you can make sense of them. Then you are supposed to practice writing. What to write? Again, the same exercises from those two books. If you still have some time, try to write, something about your life. Let's say you're preparing for a job interview and the guy is asking, introduce yourself, stellen Sie sich vor, like, tell me about yourself. See if you can write that in German. And once you have written that, once you have mastered listening, reading and writing, then go on to speaking, because then you don't have to think what you are supposed to say, because you have done all the other homework. uh, and you can do all of these together as well. There is no problem. Yeah, Ravish, you have a question?
Yeah, hi Rohit. Yeah, thank you very much for the session. I have a question, and it's like particularly to me that what I feel is what I have learned is that if I don't write, I don't actually remember, or like I am always confused or with the word, especially with the pronunciation, how they speak. So for me, like learning, it's always a challenge in the sense that if I write that word, if I write that sentence, then I remember. Otherwise, just by listening, it doesn't up to now. I think it doesn't work for me. So that was my thinking.
What does not work for you? Can you please repeat?
Like learning the language. Let's say if someone tells me that okay, this is a new word. Let's say 10 words I have learned in a day. If I don't write them, or at least let's say that sentence by 5 times or something, I keep forgetting them. And I don't remember the okay, this is the meaning.
But
But
it's
if
obvious, right? It's obvious. Yeah.
so, like, can I also for me, let's say, along with listening and reading, I can also start writing, because that way I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
if
yeah.
I
I mean, so this 1, 2, 3, 4 does not mean that, like only after you listen you have to do. You can do all of these things together. I'm just saying, like, that's how the learning a language progresses. So, I mean, I'm not saying this like before listen all the things that you can and then no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's how you should expect your language to grow. You know. So if you can understand what the other guy is saying, your language is improving. And after that, you can also read, it's improving even more, and then you can write, it's getting even much better. Speaking is the ultimate goal, is what I'm trying to say. You should do all these things together, but focus more on listening in the beginning. Make sense, Ravish?
yeah, got it. But
I,
still, I have some challenge when I'm
we
listening
can
and
do
I don't
we
know
can
the
we can do
pronunciation.
this thing, right? We
Yeah,
can do this thing.
yeah, sure.
We can have a short session, and we can record that, and you tell me exactly what the issues that you are
Sure.
facing, and I will make a plan for you, a weekly, monthly plan for you, of course complimentary. And then
Yeah.
if it does not work for you, you do it for 6 months. Does not work for you, I will apologize, buy you a cheesecake, and move on.
No, no, it's not nothing like that.
No,
But I
no, no. I'm saying
understand.
that it will work. Just let's have a
Sure,
separate
sure,
meeting for this. Yes.
sure,
More
sure,
questions?
sure. Thank
Yeah.
you.
More
Yeah, yeah. Thank.
questions?
Yeah, thank you
Okay, then.
for
All
explaining.
right. Okay. So now, guys, we have not yet started learning the language. I'm just telling you, how you should proceed. We'll do that. We have a lot of time for that. So we understood that. Now there are three parts to a language, right? Grammar, vocabulary, and practice. If you really have a lot of money, if you I mean, if your family plays in millions and billions, of course go and hire a teacher. You can pay me money as well if I decide to do that, and I'll take the money from some other guys as well, and I will put you in a classroom, and I will let you learn the vocabulary together. Or I will teach you vocabulary. I will give you a German word, and then you tell me the meaning, and I'll help you guess it. It's a children's exercise. Why do you want to spend money on that? You can do it, but I'm saying vocabulary you can learn on your own. And how do I know what are you supposed to learn? Your profession is different. Learn the vocabulary that's relevant to your life. Okay, don't go and try memorizing all the vegetable names unless and until you talk about vegetables all the time. Yeah, question.
Yeah, actually, I don't have a profession. I'm a student, so I don't really get bored to
Are
listen
you
books
preparing for
for anyone.
exams, or are you preparing for A1, A2, B1 exams?
Yes.
Then just take the course book and Arbeitsbook and learn the vocabulary from that for now.
Okay.
Yeah. And but you are studying, right? So you will be doing some of the other kind of jobs. So just try to what is your profession, like what is your studies, if you may ask?
In seventh grade.
Sorry.
Seventh grade.
Seventh grade. Ah, okay. I cannot help you. Then I mean, why? I
Um,
mean, just try to talk to people. You still have a lot of time to learn German. So
Of
maybe
course.
if there is a library in your school or wherever you are, try to get the history book from fifth standard, because you already know what all they taught in fifth standard, and try to read that history book. Yeah. Okay, I think you are new in Germany. Then maybe get English book or some mathematics book in German and try to read, because you know what mathematics from fifth standard is, and try to read those words. Yeah. Try to read something that you already know, or just watch some famous card, like movie or series that you have already watched in German, but you have to like it. Don't watch something new.
Okay.
Yeah. But for now, stick to the books, the Kurz and Arbeitsbook. That's enough. I will also provide some. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
More questions? Okay. So as I said, vocabulary, if you have money, go ahead and spend it. Practice. Again, if you have too much money, go ahead and hire a teacher. That teacher will also take money from some other guys, and they will put you in a room and they will make you practice together. It's a nice business. Or if you're already in Germany, you have people around you, you know, ask a colleague, see if that colleague can spend time with you. Tell them, I will buy you, coffee and cheesecake 2 times a week. Just practice German with me. They don't have to teach you grammar. Just, like tell them about your day, what all happened yesterday. Let's say, you meet them on Monday and you try to tell them what all happened the Saturday and Sunday. Of course, you cannot say everything. I'm not expecting that you speak fluent German, but try to speak English or whichever language you communicate with them, and push in German words. For example, I have a colleague with my company. He is doing that. Sometimes he will say, it is very teuer. Instead of saying it is very expensive, he will say teuer. So he'll just push in German words here and there. So this is what you can do. Now, the third part is grammar. Any idiot, I'm one of those people, can teach you grammar. In fact, you can learn this on your own. If you have some longer attention span and you can sit with the book for some time, you learn the grammar on your own. But if you're not, I will do that. That's exactly what we are doing to do in all these 16 sessions. We'll teach you some grammar, we'll try to give you some exercises, and we'll help you with some vocabulary. We'll try to push you in the right direction. The other two parts, majority of the practice and almost all the practice and most of the vocabulary, you have to learn from your own. Yeah. Grammar is where I will help you. Again, it's not that difficult. Yeah, question, Sanjeev?
I don't have any question, but just that I have a suggestion that even Germans don't speak in proper grammar. I have seen this because I'm working here.
Yeah, yeah,
They just
right.
want to understand that you are trying to speak anything related to German language, and they will try to be very appreciative of that. So I think grammar is not even that needed for international student. Not that much needed.
You are absolutely right. I agree with you, but you still have to learn it. For example, like after you learn it, then you can choose to ignore it.
Yeah, we have
Yes.
to learn it, but for the very basic, if you're starting, so it's not the must.
It's not. It's not. No, no. It's not
Just
a
try
must.
to
It's
be.
not a must. Yeah, you are. I agree with you, but I mean, this is the only thing where I can help you with. So yeah, yeah. This is the
Yeah,
only thing where I can help you with. I agree with you, but there are times. I mean, you still have to. Uh, you will appreciate the German grammar. Believe me, if you learn the German grammar, it's basic. It's you'll see it's common sense. Even I could have figured this out. So it's not something that you learn. It's big common sense, where to put the verb. You'll just learn it. But what Sanjeev said is right. Your grammar need not be perfect, but I hope all of you guys in Germany, you someday you want to climb the ladder, and some point when you are like at the top position in the company, you will want to speak proper German. Not nothing wrong in it if you don't speak, but it's nice if you can do that. More questions?
Rohit, I have one question. Ravish this side.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. My question is like when we are saying that we want to learn the language, and when you say that we learn something about our profession, like okay, we talk about our okay the whole day and all this stuff. So let's say my target is also A1 language exam, or let's say A2. Does it like also help in that sense that like my thinking is that A1 has
not
a
not
particular set of.
immediately. It will not help immediately. It's like, it's like buying, for example, if you want a quick money, go trading. But if you want to build long term wealth, so you have to do, like SIPs. So what I'm trying to say is that
Okay.
trying to talk with your colleague will help you in the long run. But if you want to pass the
Yeah.
exam, believe me, you will find some really smart guys from India. They'll take some money
Mm.
from you, and they'll tell you exactly how the exam is structured.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, at least if I like, let's say, if I build this way, definitely it will help me in my exam. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah, it will help you, but it's, I mean, if exam is, or, I mean, you're an engineer, I'm an engineer. If you really have
yeah.
focus to the exam, then focus, do all the exercises from course book and Arbeitsbook, and once you have done all that,
Mhm.
but eventually,
Yeah.
I mean, why you're learning, right? You want to talk to your colleague, you want to, on Monday, you want to talk what all happened Saturday and Sunday, you that's what the goal is. So start doing it. This is
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I got the idea. Like
yeah.
when initially before attending your session, I had that idea, but I remember I attended your session. That idea then totally changed. So I remember that. I was just thinking about both the things. So yeah, but yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Most welcome. Aditi, you have a question?
Yeah, hi Rohit. Thank you for
Most
giving
welcome.
your time. I just wanted to ask you. See, thing is, I learned German when I was about to come to Germany from India because of my documents needed that A1. I should do it. But when I came here, I started practicing at the shopping place or going to the mall or speaking with the vendor. So, but it could not happen. Now it's been 2 years that I've not spoken at all with anybody because I don't have that many friends here, and all friends are Indian. So that confidence has not come to speak. So
Uh,
that is one thing which I lack a lot to come out of it.
so again, so this is what I do, like apart from this complimentary batches, I talk to people, I talk to them exactly their lifestyle, like like what does their professional and social circle look like, and then I tell you exactly what exercises you can do on a weekly and a monthly basis to improve your German. This we can, but I can give you a short answer. You just said, like, you go to the supermarket, right? But if you go to the supermarket, do you say Mitkarte or do you say Ich möchte Mitkarte bezahlen? Which one do you say?
Now I say initially I used to say ich möchte mit meiner Karte bezahlen, bitte.
Yeah, keep saying
But,
that.
but I stopped in between because it's so quick that they don't have time. They want to push it so quickly,
Don't
and
care. I mean, like, you are one unique person. Your time is the most important time that is exists in this world. You can take all the time to say Ich möchte Mitkarte. What will they push you?
no, they haven't done that. But you feel rushed,
No
so
problem. Practice your German.
okay,
This is, I mean,
okay,
you can change the supermarket.
yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can
yeah,
do this,
thank you.
So what I'm trying to say, and I mean, again, there are these things, right? There are four things. Do you work, Aditi, if I may ask?
I worked for 10 months. Currently, I'm without a job, so yeah,
Okay.
I don't work currently.
What you can do is see if there is a university nearby. There are this cafe lingua. I used to organize that at my university. There you can, like, there is one table. I think most of these things are free. The one table for 1 hour. These guys will sit and talk in German with you. See if you can find them, or else what I can do is you just reach out to me. We'll have a half an hour session. We'll talk about the situation that you are in, and then I can tell you where you can practice. There are always chances. I can give you one example. Like today I was working, and after the work I went for like to nearby park. While I was going there, I just said, like, some guy came, and, like, like, it was a shock to me, and we both got scared, and he said hello, and then I also said hello, and then we both started laughing, and then out of, like, for I don't know how that guy started a conversation with me, and the entire conversation I was just listening because he was talking about, I mean, you have to understand, he was an old gentleman, German. He was talking about something that is wrong in Germany, about climate change and all I could do was nod. I understood what he said, but I could not respond because I am too dumb to talk about climate change. I know a few words here and there, but I cannot talk about it. Something similar can happen to you. You don't have to speak, you just have to listen. Yeah, see where all this can happen. uh, I'm not saying go and talk to strangers in the park, but if there is a chance, listen. You don't have to speak. And believe me, the if you really want someone to enjoy the conversation, shut up and listen. you know the other person wants to speak, and that's, like, let's say if I talk in German and the conversation is for half an hour, I speak for 25 minutes, and for 5 minutes you speak, and all you say, ja, nein, das mag sein,
Yeah, yeah.
that's all. That's fine.
The only issue is in what I've been in. What situation you've told me exactly. The only thing is, it does not give me still the confidence to ever start a conversation.
Then
It's
push
that is
yourself.
one thing.
Look
Okay.
like a fool for some time, look like, and this is also sometimes it's confidence, right? I mean, I started working at my new company 2 months ago, and I went to the office, and the CEO came and he said hello. I don't know what I mumbled in German, you know, Like
Mm.
I just got this, like inferiority complex, and I don't know. I wanted to say like Mia Gates gut und wie geht's. I said Minging. I don't know what I mumbled just because of this confidence issue. But now I talk to him quite normally. I'm saying push
Okay.
yourself. You may be wrong,
Okay.
but reach out to me. We can have a private session,
Yeah.
and then we can
Thank you.
tell you. Most
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. Let's start, guys. Today's session. So, any language has alphabets. Same applies to German as well. German language has alphabets. We'll learn how many alphabets are there, how are they pronounced. You guys are lucky. German language has all the alphabets that are there in English language. Now the question is, are they pronounced exactly the same? Again, you guys are lucky. There are 5 alphabets which are pronounced exactly the same as in English. That means F, L, M, N, O, S are pronounced exactly the same. What about the other ones? Let us look at this, the stuff in green color. So it's telling you, it's giving you a hint how to pronounce them. So let us look at A. So this is A, double A meaning A. This one is Bay, like Bay of Bengal, Bay. This is say. So say, but there has to be a sound of T in the beginning. So you say, but add small, like, some hint of T. It's like say, like say. Then you have this is day, like, day. It's a day, day. This is A, like A of gate. How you say A? Gate, gate, A of gate, A. This is F. This is gay, gay of gate. Okay, not G, gay. This is ha, like ha of harsh. This is E, like the English E, E. This is yacht. Okay, yacht. This is kha, kha, not K, kha. L M N O. This is pay, pay of payment. Yeah, pay or pay, pay of payment. This is ku, like ku of cushion. This is air or air. Yeah, air. S. We'll come back to S one more time because the pronunciation changes a little bit. This is te. Yeah, te like day. Yeah, right? It rhymes with day. Te like day. This is u. Yeah, u. This is fau, fau. This is way. Way. Get out of my way. Way. This is x. X like x of yikes. X. This is ypsilon. Okay, ypsilon. This is set. Yeah, set. If you think it will be difficult to pronounce set, and for example this one, it's fine. It's, if you're learning for the first time, it gets better with time. Okay, the only time you really have to pronounce the alphabets on their own, if you call someone and they are, let's say if you try to call your sim card service provider or internet service provider, they will ask for your name, and then they will say, can you please spell your name, and then you have to spell your name. I don't think there are so many names which have the alphabet set in them, so it's fine, don't worry. Apart from these alphabets, there are 4 more alphabets in German language. Uh, you can pronounce them, but you don't really have to. I mean, you need to know how to pronounce them, but you never really have to pronounce these alphabets on their own. Okay, if you really want to say this, just say a umlaut. This is o umlaut. This is u umlaut. This is s set. Okay, s set. Uh, when you are writing as well, sometimes you may be feeling some, let's say if you are, like doing when you book a flight and then you have to do this online check-in, sometimes they don't accept this a umlaut. So instead of writing this a umlaut, you can just write a and a. Same applies for o umlaut. Instead of writing o umlaut, you can just write o and a. Instead of writing u umlaut, you can write u and a. Instead of writing this sz, which looks like beta but it's not beta, you can write double s. Yeah, double s. Okay, and this actually tells you how to pronounce it. So you say a and you say a. So a. Okay, it's like you try to say a, but you have to close your mouth, so it becomes a. This is u. This is u. This is s or s set. Any questions about the alphabets? Anything that you find confusing or may find confusing in the future? Okay, yeah, please go ahead, Ashwin.
Yeah. Basically, maybe you can repeat again that for umlaut, how to pronounce again.
So
Maybe
this,
it
if
will
you want to
very
pronounce
helpful.
it, it's first of all, it's not good idea to try to pronounce them. But if you really want to pronounce, this
Mhm.
is like a of. How do you say air in English? Air, right? The air around us.
Mm.
Just say air
Yeah.
without the R part.
Mm-hmm.
E.
Okay.
Yeah. This, if you want to pronounce, it's like O, but you have to close your mouth. So E.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think like normally you never have this on like you will have words like Kyonen, Mjösten, Mögen.
Yeah.
So you never really have to like learn to pronounce these alphabets on their own. That's why I'm saying it's fine. You can just say om loud. Yeah. This one
Okay.
you have to say
Yep.
u, but you have to close. It's like u. Yeah. It's not like ew. It's not e. If you find something dirty, you say ew, right? It's not ew. It's u. Yeah. It
Yep.
takes some time. It will get better. Yeah. And this one is just s set. Yeah. But
Yeah.
when it's actually a part of a word, you just think this of as s. Yeah. For example,
Mm.
strasse meaning road has
Yeah.
the word this
Absolutely.
one. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, focus
Okay.
on these
Thank you.
ones. Yeah, most welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, most welcome. This s one, right? I said there is something special about this. I mean, you pronounce it as s, right? But whenever this s is at the beginning of a word, it sounds like zehen. It's not like sehen, it's zehen. Zehen meaning you have this zebra, right? It's almost like z, but not exactly z, so it's like zehen. But whenever the s is at the end of a word, it's like sir, it's like was. For example, this is not in English. You have was, right? I was doing this. In German, this is was. Yeah, sir. This is sir, and this is sehen. Okay, this gets better with practice. Don't worry about it. Just telling you, you should have heard about these things, so that someday if you make some mistake, uh, I can tell you I told you so. Any questions about the alphabets? Okay, let us talk about some. Yeah, question. Manish, you have a question?
No, I was just trying to say how we present you. Like, is it oo or is it oo?
It's this is the can you say view in German? Like in English, view, it's a nice view.
View.
Yeah, and just say that view without the verb part. It's difficult to say it, but that's how the
Oo.
logic works.
View.
Yeah, yeah.
You. You.
You. Yeah.
So you're saying it's a you or it's a oo?
It's so this is umlaut. It's not u. It's definitely not u. It's u. It's like I can
No, I was not talking about hometown thing. I was talking about the you presentation. The one which
this
you have
this
after
one.
T.
This is u. It's u.
Yeah.
U.
Okay.
It's just u. U like u. Yeah. Ooh, how I don't know
Oh,
if I can think. Oh, just ooh, that's it. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Yeah, Rudy, you have a question, please ask.
Is there any difference in the pronunciation between S and SZ?
This one and this one, you mean? This S and this S?
Mm-hmm.
There is a difference, just that S has a little bit longer. But
Oh,
I mean, it's nice if you notice the difference. But when you are talking, for example, someone like me who talks very fast, you will never find the mistakes. But I mean, of course, there is this. That's it's just double S, right? It tells you it's double S. That's it.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it. Yeah. More questions? Okay. So let's talk about greetings. Whenever you meet someone in Germany, even though you cannot say anything, learn to greet. And there is, I don't know, I mean, at least wherever, like the time I've spent in Germany, the moment you make some eye contact, you greet them. Whether it's Hallo, Guten Morgen, whatever it is, you greet them. But you cannot, I mean, of course, Hallo is like potato, you can use it throughout the day. But it's nice to know some other greetings as well, depending on the time. Yeah, time of the day and exactly where you are meeting them. So Hallo is common. Question, Likita. Okay, so Hallo is one greeting. Maybe someone wants to tell me what these greetings are. Anyone knows these greetings and can tell us the meanings? Okay. Yeah, Aditi, you can
Guten
start.
Tag,
Uh,
good day,
who is
good
talking? I
morning.
can't see, right? Pradeep, yeah, you can
Yeah,
talk, but
Guten Tag means
please,
good day.
yeah, please think you are teaching us, so go like that. Yeah.
No, I know only few words, so I was just reading on the screen whatever the.
Okay. Okay, but you have to know all of them. Yeah. Anyone knows all of them? Okay, no problem.
I'll try.
Yeah,
I'll try. Okay.
yeah, Manish, go ahead. Try.
It's hello. That is hello in what do you call when you call
Yeah, yeah,
for
it's
a
hello
call.
in English. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then we have Guten Tag. That is good day. Sorry. Then we have Guten Morgen, which is good morning. Then it's Guten Abend, that is good afternoon, if I'm not wrong. Then we have Moin, which is again similar to good morning, but it's just morning. Then we have Ish Grube Z.
It's not bay, it's
Ish Grube Z.
not bay, it's sir. It's not
Sorry.
beta. Sir. It's grusazi.
Ish Grube Z.
Not ba, sir.
Okay. Ish Group 7.
No, it's not ba, it's just sir. It's ish grusazi.
Ish Grube Z. Group C.
Grusa.
I'm not
Grusa.
able to pronounce.
Okay, no problem. Continue.
Ish Grusa. Okay. Ish Grusa. Then we have again Moin.
You say
Moin
grass,
Moin.
you say grass, right? Like, grass is green. Just say grass and say grus. That's all.
Grass.
Grus.
Ish Grus.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ish Grus. Okay. And this is Malzite and Servos.
What does Malsite mean?
Well, I don't remember the name of, I don't know the meaning of Malzite, but Servos is again kind of hello or kind of bye.
No, these are greetings. Greetings can never be bye. Greetings is when you meet someone. Bye is when you leave someone.
Oh, okay.
I can talk
Yeah,
about this. Malzite
yeah,
is
Ravish.
like lunchtime, So at the lunchtime, we greet like normally like bon appetit, but they also say Malzite is for the lunchtime.
Very good, Ravish.
And
Thank you. Yeah.
and for Moin is not exactly good morning. Moin is you can do throughout the day, like if you are meeting someone and they say, especially in northern Germany, they prefer to say Moin. And again on Moin, my colleague, he was not happy. He said, but yeah, it's like they would rarely say Moin, but Moin they said it fine. Yeah.
Yes, thank you very much. So let's look at them one more time. I'll go through them one more time. Hallo, Guten Tag, Guten Morgen, Guten Abend, Moin, Ich grüße Sie or grüß dich, Moin Moin, Mahlzeit, Servus. Hallo is like hello, it's nothing to explain. Guten Tag is like hello. I mean, I don't know if I ever said good day to anyone. I mean, I say have a nice day, have a good day, but I never greet someone with, have a good day, because if I say have a good day, that means I'm ending the conversation. So, Guten Tag, it literally means good day, but I mean, it normally means hello. Yeah. Guten Morgen, good morning. Guten Abend is good evening. Uh, I hope like morning is like like till 12 noon, right? After that, and Guten Abend is like when you feel it's evening. Yeah. Moin is also like hello. It also means morning. It also means hey. So moin is informal. Don't use it with a senior colleague. They can use it unless and until you are very sure, that they will not fire you if you say moin. Go ahead with it. Ich grüße Sie is very formal. It literally means I greet you. My supervisor, he used to say grüß dich. I mean, grüß dich is like, as we continue, we'll see that Z is formal and dich is informal. But if you say grüß dich, it's very sweet, it's very polite. You are literally saying, I greet you. You don't have to do it, but if you do it, it's nice. It's nice to be polite. Moin moin is just like moin. So if you say moin, I'll say moin moin. Or let's say, if I'm going to the office and there are many rooms, I have to say hi. So instead of saying moin, I'll just keep walking to the corridor. I'll say moin moin Leute, moin 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 moin. I'll just keep talking it. I mean, I'll not just say repeating it, but I'm saying moin moin is just like answer to moin, or you can just say moin. Mahlzeit, it actually means it's a noun. It means it's time to eat, or mal comes from the word. It's something to do with food, and sight means time. So it's time to eat, but people just greet and they will say Mahlzeit. When do they use this? Canteens, they will use this. So if you are going in a canteen and if you're taking your stuff, or let's say if you want to order something, you say Mahlzeit, and then you Again, you can say hello, of course you can say. Can you say Guten Morgen? You can say. But you will see that people use Mahlzeit in canteens, in office canteens, or wherever university canteens. Servus, I don't know the meaning, but I mean, I have never used it, but some friends, some colleagues in Bavaria told me that they say Servus over there when they meet each other. Yes, Yogesh, you have a question. You can mute yourself, Yogesh.
Hi Rohit sir. Using the R is usually silent, or actually I get confused with when we
Where,
use
which?
gross or
No, whenever R is in
um.
between a word, you have to pronounce it. Whenever R is at the end of the word, you leave it. We'll talk about this. This one you have to, this R you have to pronounce.
Okay,
Where else do you see R? Here,
sure,
Morgan. Yes, I mean you don't have to say Morgan. You can just say Morgan. It's like, you don't say morning, you say morning, right? There is R, but you don't have to emphasize it.
mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Sure,
Yeah, I have a colleague, right?
definitely.
So sometimes
Thank
she will say Guten Morgen, Rohit. I don't know what like is she trying to make fun or just like being chill with me. But sometimes she will say Guten Morgen. Nothing wrong. You can say it, but the best way, it's like for example, you don't say bottom, right? You say bottom, right? It's just a way of talking. So
you.
answer
Okay,
is if it don't emphasize it too much. If you do it, it's fine. Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Most
Thank you.
welcome. Joseph, you have a question. Sanjeev will take your question after that. Joseph, please unmute yourself.
Yep. So if I want to greet good afternoon, so I can use Guten Abend as well.
No, no. Good afternoon. Then you can say Guten Tag. Guten Abend
Guten
is
Tag.
evening, right? Yeah. Abend literally means night or evening. So Guten Tag. So before 12 noon, say Guten Morgen. After that, till evening, say Guten Tag. When you think it's evening, it need not be sunset, right? It should be like after 5 p.m. you say good evening. I mean, it's yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
And can you help me to pronounce that the
Which one?
second word after the is gruse c
This one. This
um
is Grusdish. So just
dish
say grass. So say grass and say grus.
the first word is fine grus, and
Uh,
what about the second word?
this is dish,
Dish.
like like which dish. So it's actually like say which,
Which?
and now say ditch. Sorry. So now say they just replace way with the dish. But in this, we'll talk about this pronunciation. This is like show of show. Like how you say it's a nice dish. I like the dish that you prepared. Like dish, dish,
Okay, dish. Okay.
dish. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah. We'll talk about this. Yes. More questions. Yeah.
Just one last question. So this mall site, is it like what we use for
No,
guten
you can
appetit?
use it whenever you want, as long as you are using it when people are eating.
Okay.
Let's say let's say you work in an office and you come to the canteen and I'm the cashier at the office canteen, right? So you come with
Mm-hmm.
your food and before you give me the card you'll say malsite. You don't have
Oh,
to,
okay.
but if you can, it's nice.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
most welcome. Sanjeev, please ask.
I just have a question that ish cruciacy can be used in a context of my best wishes as well, because I've seen a lot of people use that in that context.
Let me see if I can. But then you have to like add something like, what are you greeting? I don't know. Maybe you are right. At least in my social and professional circle, I don't think there is a better. I mean, you are all right you are in the right direction, but I can't think of that entire sentence. Yeah,
Okay, thanks.
yeah, yeah. Rudy, you have a question? Please ask.
I've seen people use na a lot as
Yeah, na is
informal.
like like in English, well, just like you say well with a question mark, something
Ah,
like that. Na, yeah,
ah,
right, something like that. It's just a greeting. Yeah. Na
okay.
literally means hello and tell me how is it going. Let's say you have a job
Oh,
interview and after job interview I come to you and I say na Rudy. That means there has to be some context. That, I mean we should know each other well.
mhm,
Yeah.
like it's informal, right?
It's I mean it's does not. I mean at least you have to know me. Like out of nowhere someone says na. I'm like who are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. If no more questions, mute yourself. Let us continue. So we covered the greetings. Of course, this is, I mean, there can be many more ways to say greet someone, but and as I said, like Rudy said, like na with a question mark, it's also a way to greet. But you will learn this if you live long enough in Germany on your own. Let us talk about things that you can say when you take leave from someone. You met them, greeted them the right way, you had your conversations, and now you want to take leave. Yes, uh, believe me, it's not that easy to take leave from someone you're talking into, because there are like series of things that you say when you take leave. Like English, you just say bye and that's all, right? In German, there are many phrases that can be said when you take leave from someone. So the first one is yes. Anyone wants to try? Okay, we have only 10 minutes, so I will not let anyone try because this call will end and I will have to
Can
post
I
the.
try?
You can try, but you have to be fast. Before you try, 1 second. Guys, so because this is free Google account, this call is only valid for 1 hour. So this call will end in 10 minutes. After that, join the one using the grammar link, or I will also post the same link in the group. Join using that. Yeah. Yes, I don't know who said Berry, right? Yeah, please go ahead and try.
Uh, Tschüss, ciao, auf Wiedersehen, auf Wiederhören, Gute Nacht, bis später, bis bald, bis gleich, bis nachher, bis dann, bis morgen, bis Montag, bis Dienstag.
Yeah, you forgot to give us the meanings.
Okay, Tschüss, bye. Ciao is also bye. And Auf Wiedersehen, we'll meet next time. Auf Wiederhören, we'll hear you next time. Gute Nacht, good night. Bis später, till then. Bis bald, also the same till then. Bis gleich, I think the same, but not exactly same. And bis nachher, I don't know. Bis dann, it's also like till then. And bis morgen, till morning, till Monday, till Tuesday.
Thank you very much. So, choose means bye. Ciao, I mean, this is not a German word, it's I think Italian, but
Yeah,
so there is
Italian.
no problem. So it's ciao meaning bye. Auf Wiedersehen, it's actually a part of a bigger sentence. Like it comes from Ich freue mich auf Wiedersehen. For example, when you say good morning, right? You are actually saying I wish you a good morning, but you only say good morning, right? So Auf Wiedersehen literally means, till next, or like it's like bye or see you, but you do it only when there is a face-to-face interaction. Auf Wiederhören is the same thing, but when there is a conversation over phone. But can you use them interchangeably? Of course you can. Nobody will say, why are you saying Auf Wiedersehen even though we are on a phone? You know, Nobody is that maniac. So, Gute Nacht, of course, good night. Bis später is see you later or till later. We'll come to bis gleich later. Bis später is see you later or till later. Bis bald is see you soon. Bis nachher literally means afterwards. Now, when to use später and when to use nachher depends. For example, see you later, you never know, till later, whenever. But let's say I Barry and I, we work in the same office, and I say, Barry, hey, do I want to just waste some time. Let's go to the kitchen, we'll have a coffee. And Barry is like, I have a meeting right now. We can go after 1 hour. And I will say, okay, bis nachher. I'm saying afterwards, like bis nachher, meaning I know for that there is a meeting, and after the meeting we will go to the canteen to have a coffee, right? So that's bis nachher. Yeah, somebody's trying to join right now. Nice. So bis dann is like see you then. When? Don't know. Bis dann. Yeah. Bis morgen is till tomorrow. Bis Montag meaning Monday. I think it's obvious. What is the difference between bis bald and bis gleich? You don't really have to know, but it's nice if you know. Bis bald means see you soon, and bis gleich, I have written see you sooner than soon. It does not mean that, but when do you say bis gleich and when do you say bis bald? For example, uh, after this the meeting will end and we will see each other. I will post the link and we will see each other over there, right? That means we are going to meet soon, but it's fixed, right? I mean, we are just going to meet within a fraction of a minute, right? So this is bis gleich. That's why I write bis gleich means see you sooner than soon. It does not literally mean that. It's just that if you say bis bald, I know you are saying we will meet soon, but I'm not sure when. But if you say bis gleich, it's like it's for sure. For example, let's say I invite you to my home for a dinner, right? And you come and you press the doorbell, and I talk with you from this thing gadget, and I say, okay, take the lift and come to the fourth floor. And they'll say, okay, thank you, Rohit, bis gleich. you know because you're going to see me for sure, and it's just within a minute you will see me, or 2 minutes. So that's what it means. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Yeah, Yogesh, please ask.
Um, could you please tell us that what is formal and what is not
All of them are
in these
formal.
greetings?
I
Okay.
mean, so ciao, I will refrain from using it. I think, I mean, this is my experience. I may be wrong. People who are a little bit older, like people who are they tend to be more formal, so they don't use ciao with them. Uh, Anything else you can use. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aditi, please ask. Yogesh, you have a
Rather, Rohit, I had an experience whether in my flat there are more older people
yeah.
who would German and they would say ciao.
Yeah, then do this. Yeah, it depends. As I said, I may be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, for us meeting at lift or meeting downstairs and say we bye, they would rather say ciao or say Auf Wiedersehen or Auf Wiederhören. They would just say ciao. They would like to say like that in a laughing way, in a smiling way.
Then maybe, yeah, as I said, like I don't have that much I mean, so I am wrong. I am telling you, I take back my word. I think all of them are formal, but I'm telling you from my experience, I will not use. Yeah, you can do it. I mean, I say stuff like "pepis dish." It means, like piss off, to say bye if I'm really close to someone. So I'm just saying it. I hope I answered your question, Yogesh and Aditi. Yeah, Sanjeev, you have a question, please ask.
Not a question, just an add-on. If you want to use ciao in a informal, then say it twice, ciao ciao. So always they use it in informal, they say ciao ciao.
No, not really. No, no, no. It's like saying bye bye. Bye is
Yeah,
bye
but
formal and bye bye informal. No, it's not.
I've seen in my informal group like they always use
Maybe,
ciao
yeah,
ciao.
yeah. I mean, you have to think, like you have to think which greetings they are using in your, for example, like last time I was leaving office, I told to my colleague, "Bitte hauen Sie ab." It literally means please get lost. You know, yeah, I did say that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it depends, but I mean, don't try to learn first of all proper way, and then you can say whatever you want. I do say things like "fepistish." It literally means piss off. So, okay, more questions. Okay, uh, let us continue. Uh, okay, this call will end anyhow in 4 minutes, guys. So what we'll do is we'll end this call. I will post the link for the next call. Please join using that one, and we'll start from there. Yeah. Uh, if you have any questions, please ask. So, did not learn any much today, but this is a very important part that you learn to pronounce the German alphabets correctly. You learn to greet properly. See if there are more greetings that are being used in your social life, professional life. Use them and stick to them. And I told you that Mahlzeit you use when you are, like, wherever food is being served. But I had a colleague at my university where I was working. He used to come and say Mahlzeit in the morning, like at 8 a.m. in the morning, right? It's fine. It's up to you. He decided to say it, and I mean, it depends on your social circle, which greeting you want to use. Yeah, in your social circle, there is just saying, don't take these rules. Yeah, uh, very strictly. Of course, like don't say Guten Morgen in the evening unless and until somebody is feeling very sleepy. Yeah, yeah. I really cannot see what you guys are writing in the message, so I hope that is something good for +1. Okay. I really don't see your messages, guys. So we'll end this call, and then I'll post the link in the group. Please join. We'll wait for 5 minutes, and then we'll start with the next session. All right. I'll count from 10 to 1, and then I will end this call. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Can
5.
you put the meeting invite link into this chat also, please? My
Okay.
phone's restarting.
Yeah, no problem. Let me do that. I think I haven't. Let me
Thank you.
see. Yeah, I have 2 minutes for that. I will do that right away. Where is the meeting link?
Just an important message over that someone asked for Rohit for some book recommendations.
Just take the book, whichever the examination authority recommends,
Yeah,
or whichever your friend
yeah,
can give you. Yeah.
yeah. And I think you send you will be sending it over some email as well, correct?
Which one?
Or
The link?
recommend
Books?
this books.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I don't want to recommend anything, because then I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
just take any book is fine. Just do all the exercises, think
Yeah,
about it, right? Yeah.
for
Any
me,
book is.
I'm just someone
Okay,
asked
okay,
over
sorry. Yeah,
this.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Ravish. Any quick answer, take any book you want. Uh, preferably take a book recommended by Gyothe or Telk, whichever exam authority recommends nearby you, and do all the exercises. If you do all the exercises and still manage to fail the exam, you have to talk with me. I want to know what exactly happened on that day. Yeah. So the call is ending, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you in the next call. The link is there. Please copy it. I'll end this call.